Hey, this is Keith from Outlaw Speed Shop. This is another episode, and we didn't get much accomplished this week. It was a busy week at work, so my free time was limited. Just want to give an update on some of the projects I'm working on. Right now, I am currently working on a Hot Wheels phone truck, and this is what I've come up with so far. It was originally white, and it's kind of a zombie apocalypse type vehicle. And I got lucky Friday. I went to Hobby Lobby and I picked up a 2-pack of Johnny Lightnings in this Jeep. I believe it's the off-road or 4-wheel drive kit. And it was a 2-car set, and this Jeep was one of them. And I was able to take and get the spare tire and the grill guard with the winch on it. That's a winch. I'm sorry, a winch. God, I keep fucking that up. So, and the tires as well. And the tires actually worked out really well. I had to cut the axles, unfortunately, because they were so deep on the base of this. Actually, right here, that I couldn't get them out without cutting them, so I had to pretty much grind it and cut it. But those work really well. And so there's that. Still got some detail work to do. I started putting I got to put this one more of these for a guard across the windshield. I got some more weathering to do, then I got to clear coat it. And I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with the back. But what I'm thinking about doing is this turret came in with the original. And from pictures I saw, this wasn't mine. I ended up, a guy at work gave me this. It had a bucket that goes across and then down. So what I'm thinking about doing is painting it like a gray and then wrapping a string around it with a hook for like a tow hook. It was kind of my plan. I bent some Nerf bars, and those are pretty much going to go on the sides. Okay, and I'm thinking about taking the interior, and it was all clear. I got to polish the glass, but I'm actually thinking about taking and putting some sheet metal across the windshields, something like this, so that way when it sits inside, it will, if I can get it, stuff's so thin, so it will essentially look like that. And I'd like to be able to make it slide, but that's a little bit beyond my skill set at this point, or my patience level. So that's that. That should be done. I would say this will be done today, if all goes well. It's coming along fairly decent. Like I said, I got a lot more weathering to do. This paint was impossible to get off. It was a white enamel, and it just got to the point where it was ridiculously hard to get off. Actually, I also have this, which I have to glue in here, like that. Not sure what it is, I just thought it looked kind of cool. So it's like a reverse bar of some sort you can put your gear on top of. So that's that. That'll be done today if all goes well. And actually what's funny is part of that kit that I bought from Johnny Lightning had this van in it also. And I love the van. Actually what I like the most about it is the side pipes. Side pipes are a separate piece, and they're drilled and stuck through the base, and then tabbed here and here and stuck in. so I might actually cut those off and use them for something. My original goal was to customize this, but the detail on this thing is freaking amazing. Really, really digging it. And what's funny is, this is 1/64 scale, and then you look at, let's say this one, this paramedic. Look at the difference. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, it's redonkulous how big it is. So it doesn't really quite fit with all the other stuff that I do. So there's also a guy, I believe his name is on Instagram, Idle Hands 45. He had expressed interest in this, so I might just give it to him. What else? I started taking apart, well, I didn't get very far. I took apart my swap meet flea market super van last week that I picked up, and I ordered from the Redline shop some decals. I ordered the flames, and I ordered the flying colors. I'm not sure which ones. I'm probably going to end up doing both because I got a line on some more super vans, so I'm hoping that I can get that accomplished this week. The big thing I got to decide on is the tires. I also picked up this M2 kit, and I really like the tires. So, and they're thin. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not with the glare. They're the same size all the way around. You get the Kragers, deep dish, regular. And you get these Baby Moon hubcap style. I'm digging it. I'm using these for a Copo Camaro I plan on doing. And I was originally going to take these Kragers and put them on a Chevelle to mimic a car I had in high school. And I'm thinking these wheels right here are going to look really good on the vans, because these super vans you can't have, there's not a lot of room in here. And in order to do something like this, you really have to cut them up and hack out a lot. And I don't know if I want to do that again. It was a lot of work. So I'm thinking about doing that as well. So that's that. The progress on the hightail, I'm going to dub it the hightail headache, has been nothing but a frickin' problem since I started. It's just one of those projects that just don't seem to want to go well. Let me take this. I've painted it twice, and I'm probably going to have to paint it again because the clear coat didn't look like it took. Essentially what I did is I took some solder. It's kind of ghetto looking, but I get some solder, and if you recall, actually I got one here, they have the part of molded to the plastic base is this exhausts that come out right here and right here, and the body's actually channeled for it. So I just thought it would be kind of a cool idea to have something that looked a little bit more like exhaust sticking out of there. You have to pardon the mess. I was having a hard time. Again, this took me 5 times. I was going to use brass rod. That didn't work. It's turned into a freaking nightmare. These tires, wheels came off of this is a Ford Econoline that I got from Target, I believe. The Rail Riders. I mean, overall, it's going to look pretty good, but it's been nothing but a freaking headache. Not one thing on this have I been able to do just once, and sometimes it's been 2 or 3 times. So I couldn't really do much with the motorcycles, so I got rid of those. And I think it looks pretty sharp. Like I said, I just clear coated it this morning, so I need to polish it and everything else. And then I had found these Precision Metals by K&S corrugated aluminum sheet. It looked really, really awesome, and unfortunately it's really, really thin. I mean, it's like tinfoil thin. I thought it was going to be a little bit thicker, so I wanted to do this for the bed, so I'm not sure. And then I still got to clean up the glass. When I was a kid, this was something from my original collection, and I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if this was the orange one. I don't know why I tried to paint gold. I have no clue. So I got a little bit more to get off. I did polish this, can't tell. It's kind of a pain in the ass to snap in because there's not much room and there's nothing that holds it in. It just kind of snaps and it rests right up here. There's like a little bit of a ledge. So you also have to watch the paint build up inside because it won't snap in if you don't do it right. So that's that. This I'm not too happy with. Seem to end up getting some orange peel, and I don't know what the problem is, but it's been nothing but a freaking headache, and I'll be so glad when it's done. And then I got to touch up inside the wheel wells and all that other bullshit. So overall, this one is turned into a nightmare, and I will be glad when it's done. Excuse me. Also, this week, I guess there's been a lot more that's been going on than I thought. I picked up a bag. Oh, wait a minute. Before I get into that, if you recall my last episode, when I bought the van at the flea market, I also got this Neet Streeter. It's actually in really good shape. You know, a little bit of scratches on the roof, and one on the hood. But other than that, the wheels are good. The thing rolls awesome. But all the decals wore off. You know, from thumbs, or I have no clue, to be honest with you. So again, from the Red Line shop, I ended up getting a new set of decals. So this week I'm going to put those on. I'm going to polish this up. Actually, I'm going to polish it up, then put the decals on. And hopefully that works out pretty good. I only ordered one, so I guess I can't screw it up. You have to cut out the window right in here. But anyways, I had won an auction on eBay for a lot of like 10 cars, and I ended up getting this Thunderbird with the 55, and it was black enamel painted over the Spectra Flame blue. The hood is missing. This was like a junkyard lot, so there really wasn't one single good car in there. The interior, that looks like somebody painted it like a flat black. But I stripped the paint. The base is good. The wheels are pretty damn decent. Aside from the fact that I can't tell, but it looks like somebody might have painted silver or attempted to do it. This was like a home custom that maybe some kid did, or maybe an unmotivated adult, I don't know. But it's actually a really good car. I'm thinking about cutting this last tab off of the hood, and then grinding the engine out, putting a radiator in, and then putting a big motor in it. And possibly, I might just leave it chrome, I'm not sure, because it's just, the body is so damn good. I might actually just clear coat over it and possibly put some red lines, because these front tires are so small. I'm going to be kind of limited what I can do, unless I want to grind out the fender well gasser style. But all the bearings are there. I mean, it's really in decent shape. I ended up getting this one, and I got this, I'm calling this one Plan B because it's an abortion. Somebody hacked out I don't know what they were trying to do. This is all destroyed here. It's just totally useless. I mean, I could probably bend it back and do something with it. But the plastic is really good on it. So I'm kind of psyched about that. The roof looks like somebody stepped on it. It's a little banged in. That's not that big of a deal. We can pop that up. The posts are pretty clean, so I mean, it does have potential. I'm just not overly pleased with the base. But it might be like a really ambitious, I guess is the word, restoration or customization. I mean, the car's got a lot of potential, and I'd consider restoring it, but it's something for when I have more time. But I ended up getting a lot of those, like 3 or 4 other cars in there that were just beyond use. I really wanted the Thunderbird, and I'm happy it's as good a shape as it looks. So underneath all that paint, it preserved everything. So other than that, that's about it. My goal this week is to do something with this truck, finish it off, or throw it in the trash, one of the two. Today I'll definitely have a good handle on this. I'll have this all taken care of. And then I want to strip this and paint this white. It's definitely going to be white with the Spectra, with the one of 2 decals. I'm not sure if it's going to be flames, or I ordered extra flames because I knew I was going to screw them up. But it's overall pretty clean casting. It just needs to be really oxidized, so it needs to be cleaned out. But overall, I'm a huge van fanatic, so the only other super van I currently have is this California Cruisin' Chrome version, but I had this since I was a kid. Actually, I've had most of these since I was a kid, and I can't get myself to really do much with this. The chrome is beyond, I think, beyond fixing. I did try to polish it, and it definitely looks a lot. Actually, it looks a lot better. You couldn't tell than what it was when I pulled it out of my collection. But other than that, that's about where I'm at. Hope you guys found this semi-enjoyable. Sorry I don't have too much more to go over, but it's been a busy week. This week promises to be busy as well because Thanksgiving, and I'm working out of town, so by the time I get home, sometimes it's rough to get down here and get much more than a few things accomplished. So thanks for tuning in. If you guys want to keep up to date on progress, make sure you follow us on Instagram, and as well here on YouTube. If you want to subscribe, click that bell so that way when I do upload these, I try to do them on the weekends. It'll give you something to watch while you're taking a dump or something. I don't know. But anyways, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next one.